Howdy sports fans, are you good? Good. Now, while there are plenty of huge AAA games out this year, and February looks like taking things up a notch from the pretty quiet January, there's something to be said for not spending a dime on a game instead and still playing an absolute gem. The new free games of February 2021 offer some of the most diverse experiences in gaming, as well as a couple of ports to the Switch, the absolute port wonder that it is. Whether as a perk for signing up for a subscription or just outright free, here are the new games coming out in February you should play that won't cost you a penny. Let us know why Only Cans is your game of the year down below. First up, we've got Destruction All-Stars, which is coming on February 2nd. One of the biggest new games of the month is also free. Well, free if you're paying money for PlayStation Plus, so not free in the truest sense of the word. Still, it's not a bad sweetener for having to pay to play multiplayer games online on PlayStation, even though most of the biggest multiplayer games are free to play these days. As for the game itself, from everything we've seen, Destruction All-Stars will at least be a fun weekend game, something that you play to absolute death over the course of a weekend and then simply not touch ever again. It's basically Twisted Metal for the Fortnite crowd and looks like an absolute ton of dumb fun. We could be wrong and Destruction All-Stars could go on to become the best multiplayer game of the year, but hey, there's nothing wrong with playing multiplayer games that aren't like having a second job. Looking at you, every live service game ever made. Apex Legends comes to the Switch alongside the launch of Season 8. The Switch isn't exactly a natural home for competitive battle royale games or even FPS games in general, though it's always nice to see the variety. Apex Legends, the smash hit of 2019, which feels like it was about a decade ago, Jesus, is finally making its way to the Switch this February. The port will arrive to coincide with Season 8, which will see new players returning to a destroyed King's Canyon and have the chance to play around with a new legend called Fuse, who is a walking Australian stereotype. Just in case you've never played Apex, which you kind of have if you've played Fortnite as Epic just yoinked all its best ideas, it's a trio-focused battle royale where characters have unique abilities with a story set in the Titanfall universe. Time to drop in? Skyforge also forges its own destiny on Switch this February. Right, it's really hard to say, it's probably February. February? I can't do it. It's beyond me as a man. Another multiplayer game making its way to Switch in February, I think that's right. Skyforge is an altogether different kind of live consumer. A free-to-play MMORPG developed by Alod's team, reception to the game on Steam has been fairly mixed since launch in 2017. Those who do love Skyforge though seem to enjoy its wacky blend of MMO, MOBA and RPG, alongside its deep character creation and simple setup. You're an immortal who can switch between 18, feels a tad daft that gotta say, 18 different classes and must defend the world of Aelion from many assailants. While it might be a bit of fun for a little while, there's one pretty big warning on Skyforge. Apparently everything after you complete the main meat of the story wanders into kinda pay to win grindy territory, so maybe put the Joy-Cons down when you feel yourself looking at booster packs. Monolith from Trickster Arts crawls its way to PC this February. Enjoy Diablo and other dungeon crawlers, but just don't feel like they have quite enough dungeons to battle your way through. Enter Monolith, which promises you the ability to raid a gazillion handcrafted dungeons. A gazillion, by the way, is quite a lot. Originally released on mobile, which is probably going to make a few of you start hissing at me, Monolith has a lot more depth than most hack-and-slash RPGs on iOS and Android, so much so that's even won some awards. On top of the usual action, players can customise their characters and even build card decks. It will even have crossplay between PC and mobile. As for the monetization side of things, players can buy card packs and will have to grind things out a lot, but if you're just looking for something simple to click away at in the middle of work, Monolith could just be a simple hack-and-slash, if nothing else. And finally, Only Cans cracks its lid open in early February as well. Listen, right, okay, I'm sorry for wasting your time with everything else. This is the definitive free game of this February. Only Cans First Date is a soda simulator for the carbonated mind of Sean Oxspring that sees you lusting over cans, but these ones aren't attached to people like most special games on Steam. These are the ones made out of aluminium. Use your mouse to highlight over 20 different cans, each with their different personalities, likes and dislikes. Basically the world's weirdest rhythm game. The end goal is to get the cans a little excited and then fizz all over the place. Video games, what a concept! Now then, let's wrap things up with two multiplayer betas, the first for Ubisoft's Roller Champions, which looks like more dumb fun like Destruction All-Stars, and Century Age of Ashes, a dragon combat game, and my word, why has nobody tried this before? Details on both of these betas are down below, and while you're there, you can give it a little like and a little subscribe, and that'd be very nice. And thank you for watching. Just over 5 minutes. There we go. Lovely. Thanks for watching.